D-Hop, welcome back to the league. Do your thing, man.
Let's go, Big Newt. Please don't call it a comeback. Don't call it a comeback.
What is going on? Come one, come all. Welcome into another episode here of the Arizona Sports Fan. Welcome in. I appreciate everybody for coming through. We are here to talk some Arizona Cardinals versus the New Orleans Saints pre-game show, ladies and gentlemen, where I do my best to go ahead and keep you guys up to date with all the big news that's happening, right? We got Thursday Night Football here for the Arizona Cardinals, and the return of DeAndre Hopkins is back. I'm not sure if you guys follow him on social media, either through Instagram or Twitter, but he put this really cool video out there, basically hyping up the fan base, and I'm not going to lie to you, ladies and gentlemen, I am very excited. Now, I'm still going to kind of go back to that whole situation where I still don't believe one man is going to change the course of this offense, but if I am proved wrong, that's absolutely what I would love to see here in this Thursday Night Football game. Because, ladies and gentlemen, I can't imagine a world where we're losing 9 straight times in State Farm Stadium. But we're going to think positive thoughts, ladies and gentlemen. We're thinking positive all the way from here. I am so excited. I will be attending this game here personally. Now, I'm also going to be bringing my Fire Keim sign just in case this game goes backwards. I'm not 100% sure what the security is going to look like, if they're going to allow me to bring this sign in. If you guys can let me know if you guys brought some, kind of anti-Cardinals signs. Let me know in the comments below if the security is pretty cool. But I will be bringing that sign just in case this thing goes backwards or upside down for the Arizona Cardinals. But big shout out to people that are in the chat currently right now. We got Cy, we got Jonathan, Brandon, we got Ian, Baz, Chance. What's going on, everybody? Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Let's talk about it, ladies and gentlemen. Let's dive right into this show, right? We want to talk all things Arizona Cardinals versus the Saints, and what better way to do that than to first start off with the injury report, ladies and gentlemen. Now, we got some pretty big news here for the Arizona Cardinals. So we did get big news for Arizona Cardinals, but first I want to focus on the other side, right? I want to focus on the Saints. So I was able to go ahead and get a screenshot here of the big time players that are going to be missing from the Saints. So I don't want to hear any more excuses, ladies and gentlemen. I really don't. The days of, oh my God, we're hurt this, we're hurt that, it should be over. This game right here is prove it for the Arizona Cardinals, and the Saints have a lot of people missing today. They already ruled out wide receiver Michael Thomas. They already ruled out wide receiver Jarvis Landry. They ruled out Marshall Lattimore. They ruled out their guard. They ruled out their tight end. So as of right now, this was a screenshot from yesterday. Now, let's take a look at the other side of the coin for the Arizona Cardinals here. This is the injury report for the Arizona Cardinals. Now, there has been some updates pertaining to the people that you're seeing questionables right there, at least for a few of them. But automatically, we know, right? We know Marquise Hollywood-Brown isn't going to be playing. We know it. Dennis Gardick seems to be out. Rodney Hudson seems to be out already. We got Justin Pugh out. We got Darrell Williams out. And then we got James Conner, Trayvon Mullen, Matt Prater, as well as Jalen Thompson as questionable at this very moment. Now, to me, when I'm looking at this list here specifically, I don't see a lot of those people that are questionable that are going to be missing out. Maybe we will have James Conner gone. Let's take a look at the list one more time here. Yeah, I think James Conner is definitely going to be a no-go. I've already kind of heard some rumors and speculations that James Conner is not going to be playing, but as of right now, it's not 100% certain. So he might. He definitely very well might. Now we have Trayvon Mullen, also questionable, a guy that we traded in for the Arizona Cardinals, and he's just kind of having a hard time staying healthy. Matt Prater, I'm only assuming, will be playing, and then Jalen Thompson as well. So that's kind of what our injury report looks like, at least at this very moment, ladies and gentlemen. Now, we are hurt, right? But so are a lot of different teams in the NFL. We're not the only team that's going through these drastic injuries at all. So I want the excuses of, oh my God, we're hurt. I want those to end like right now. I want them to end. Please, no more. This is where it's put it or shut it time for the Arizona Cardinals right here. This is the time. This is the absolute time where the Arizona Cardinals can come up and basically silence all the haters. Now, I'm not saying if the Arizona Cardinals win this game, then we're going to be, playoff contention, because I've been foolish to believe that the Arizona Cardinals are, playoff contenders. I just want to get through one game. Like, that's kind of where I am right now with my headspace. I just want to get through one game. Let's win this one game, which is a winnable game. And let's see what happens after that. Now, I want to get your guys' take before we get started on Cardinals versus Saints, because we like to wait for everybody to kind of trickle in. Obviously, this is the beginning of the show, but I want to wait for everybody to kind of trickle in before we talk Saints versus Cardinals. But I want to get your guys' take on this. Before we do, definitely do me one huge favor if you guys haven't done this already. Smack the like button, helps the channel grow out tremendously. Helps the algorithm let other Cardinal fans know that this channel exists. So if you haven't already smacked it up, definitely smack it up right now. Appreciate you guys. I want to get your guys' take on this situation. I ended up posting something on Twitter yesterday, and it's pertaining to Rodney Hudson. And here is the screenshot, ladies and gentlemen. I want to get your guys' take on this whole Rodney Hudson, I guess not so much debate, but this thought here that I ended up posting. Now, I said here, Rodney Hudson has been a disappointment for the Arizona Cardinals, a man that has been so dependable in his career and is now missing games left and right this year. Now, I want to be very specific here. When I posted this was pertaining to this year. Now, if you guys don't know what was happening with Rodney Hudson, right, in the offseason, there was kind of rumors and speculations being that Rodney Hudson is probably going to be retiring, right? And a lot of us were panicking. Or not retiring, but there was speculations that he wasn't going to come back. Retire or not, regardless. That's kind of the tweet that I ended up posting. And obviously, it brought a lot of people, kind of to join into this conversation. A lot of people were saying that, hey, we're solid with Rodney Hudson. And yes, I do believe that we're a better team with Rodney Hudson, but being that this year has been very lackluster, and what I mean by that, I mean dependability of Rodney Hudson. We don't see him at all very much. We have to kind of use Sean Harlow more than anything, and he had a pretty decent game, but he's no Rodney Hudson, right? But even when we have seen Rodney Hudson, we've seen him do some really crazy things, right? We've seen him like throw the ball super high where Kyler Murray can't get it, low snaps, high snaps, all that different stuff. So I want to get your guys' take on this. What are your thoughts on the acquisition of Rodney Hudson? Me personally, I love the guy. I liked what we got for him, or at least what we traded out for. But this year for Rodney Hudson, I honestly say it was a disappointment, right? We were kind of waiting for Rodney Hudson's decision, right? Is he coming back? Is he going to retire? What's going to happen? It didn't really give us a lot of time as an Arizona Cardinals, organization to plan for it. And I feel like we're just kind of in that weird situation right now. Now, granted, we probably wouldn't be able to get the top center that was still available for the Arizona Cardinals because we ended up trading our pick away to get Marquise Hollywood Brown. But I don't know. Like, I'm still kind of in that situation right now where, like, I like Rodney as a person, right? I know what he brings to the table. But the thing is that his dependability this year has been very minimal. And I just kind of want to get your take in this whole situation here. Let me see what you guys are saying here on the comments. We got a lot of people already saying get Sean Payton, please. We got some people already talking. So let me ask you guys this question here real quick, right? Do you guys think we're going to win this game? Do you think, because there's a lot of stats coming into this game, right? There's the Arizona Cardinals have lost 8 straight times at home. There's also the Rodney Hudson situation. I'm sorry, I'm not Rodney Hudson. I'm sorry. There's also the Andy Dalton situation, because I think Andy Dalton hasn't won a primetime game in quite some time, so that's stacked up against him. So there's a lot of things that, like, a lot of storylines coming into this game, which I'm pretty intrigued with and how it actually shakes out. I just want this offense to be the offense that we all know that it could be, right? Like, that's what I want. And I'm hoping the bringing in of DeAndre Hopkins is going to spark that up. But we'll see. I mean, we'll see what happens here. We'll definitely see what happens. Let's get to Bass's comment here real quick. He says, when Hudson plays, I can see that he is the leader of the O-line. He yells and the others listen. Plus, where'd it go? Plus, his run blocking is nuts. It's just like he said, has bad snaps from time to time. And I think that's the biggest thing too, right? I don't, when I put this post out or this tweet out, I wasn't completely saying that it was a bust of a trade. No, we actually got him from very, very good, trade value, or, what we ended up trading away was really good. But I think on the other side of the coin is that if he's not here, right, if he's not dependable, then it's like, it's kind of moot, right? because you're putting a 0 on those games that he's not playing. So he's not available for the Arizona Cardinals. And that's kind of where I was coming from, where he's missed more games than he has been available for these games, or at least very close to it. So I'm really, really concerned with, Rodney Hudson. I do believe he has 1 foot out of retirement already. And I do believe that somehow the Arizona Cardinals got in his ear and said, please, for the love of God, Rodney Hudson, come back for 1 more year. We have not planned for a center to be out. You are our guy. And I do believe he was like, okay, cool, whatever. I mean, I'll be back, but I'm not going to give you my full 110%. I truly do believe he's got 1 foot out of the door. And next year, we're going to be hearing some breaking news saying that Rodney Hudson is going to be retiring. That's what I honestly do feel. Now, is this one of those situations where he's like, hey, I'm done, right? I got this injury. I got that injury. I'm not going to, do very much for you guys. I don't know. It's just a weird topic, right? It's a weird situation right now. We would all love Rodney Hudson to be on the field because he is the leader. He's the leader of this offensive line. And just like Bass said, when he yells, when he talks to people, people listen because we know like what he brings to the table. So there's that whole situation. So let's do this. Let's move this. Let's pivot this over to Cardinals versus Saints, right? Now, I'm curious to figure out if you guys are coming to the game. This is not like bashing. Like if you're not going to the game, cool, no worries, right? I mean, whatever reason you have, I just want to know yes or no if you guys are coming to the game. Definitely put it in the comments below. Now, I did went ahead and make a post. I made a post about this a little earlier today on my community tab here for the AZ Sports Fan on YouTube, and I ended up asking people, "Hey, are you guys going to the game?" And I was actually very surprised. So over 134 people responded. Over 134, and this is only an hour ago, so I appreciate all the people that has responded. So 134 responded, and 31% says yes, and 69% says no. Now, granted, obviously 69% is a whole of a heck lot more than 31%, but I was actually expecting a lot worse of yeses than I was expecting nos. Now, granted, yes, it's only 134 votes, but there seems to be a good amount of, Bird Gang kind of, at least planning to get to kind of go to this Thursday night football game. Now, one other plug I want to, kind of mention here before we jump into the Cardinals versus Saints, we will be going live today. Now, I am actually going to the game, ladies and gentlemen, today. So the post-game show will probably be a little bit of a delay, just depending on the outcome of this game. Now, I'm estimating that I will be able to go live around 9 p.m. Arizona time / Pacific time, but that can very well change. It can maybe be a little early, maybe a little later, just really depending on when I get home, because I will be attending this game. So just FYI, I will be bringing my fire Kime sign just in case this game goes upside down. So just FYI, ladies and gentlemen, wanted to go ahead and give that quick plug there. So let's talk about this Cardinals versus Saints, right? We ended up kind of going through this whole situation of what are this Arizona Cardinal team needs to do to win this game. The Saints have a lot of players out, right? It's obvious. The Saints have a lot of players out at this very moment, at least big key players out. I mean, so do we. So do we. The Arizona Cardinals also do have big, time players that are going to be gone as well. But I truly do believe that this Arizona Cardinals game / Saints game is going to come down to who's going to want it the most, right? It's as simple as that. Culture. It's as simple as that. We're going to be missing pieces, but we also do have other pieces coming through, right? We're going to get Robbie Anderson coming in. We did hear from Cliff Kingsbury that Robbie will be playing, but at a limited fashion. Now, how much that's going to be, I don't know, right? Now, AJ Green has been a player that we've been talking about a lot on this channel. I think it's time to get rid of AJ Green. Maybe not get rid of him, but probably have the idea of benching AJ Green, because I want Greg Dortch to be coming back. I want Greg Dortch back. Now, Greg Dortch, if you don't follow him on social media, he's been kind of putting some very cryptic things here and there. There was one of those little time capsule things with a little sand he's been posting. And then this most recent one, there was just a little smiley face, right? Not even an emoji, but just the 2 little dots and the little smiley face. So is this mean that we might be getting Greg Dortch back? I think we all want Greg Dortch back. Now, so far with what we're seeing so far on the comments, or at least with his social media, we can only kind of speculate at this very moment that we might, right? We might be getting Greg Dortch back. Or, I'm sorry, Not that we're getting him back, but is he getting his snaps back? That's the biggest question out there. And I do believe that Cliff should really kind of come down to the situation where we need to bench AJ Green. Please, for the love of God, bench AJ Green. He's not the same AJ Green of last year. He's not. Bench him. I would love to see DeAndre Hopkins. Heck, throw Rondo Moore in there as well. Robbie Anderson, and then Greg Dortch in the slot. If we can somehow get a wide receiver by committee on the other outside where we have Rondo Moore having the most of the snaps, but also Robbie Anderson and then Greg Dortch in the slot, I feel like that will give us the spark that we need. And on top of that, we got, DeAndre Hopkins coming back. So that's kind of what I'm looking for right there in terms of the wide receiving core. Now, if James Conner can't go, I haven't heard anything that he's officially ruled out. There's only been talks and speculations as of right now pertaining to, James Conner being out. But as of right now, I haven't seen anything officially listing him as out. An hour ago, Eno Benjamin ended up putting the little battery emojis. So I'm only assuming that James Conner is not going to be a full go. And it's probably going to be the Eno Benjamin show again. So like I said, only speculations, only thoughts as of right now. We do have somebody say play Dortch. Yes, absolutely. We got Greg Dortch plays with heart. I love that from him. Facts, 100%. And I think that's what we're looking for as a fan base as well. Look at the stats, ladies and gentlemen. It doesn't lie. Greg Dortch has had an amazing 3 games for the Arizona Cardinals. Amazing 3 games, especially compared to the other wide receivers. Rondo Moore, at least at this very moment, has played equally to the same amount of time that Greg Dortch has had. And the stats are completely night and day. Now, I'm not sitting here and say, let's phase out Rondo Moore. No. I would love a wide receiver by committee, right? Give me Robbie Anderson. Give me Rondo Moore that's having the most of the snaps on the outside. DeAndre Hopkins on the other side in the slot. Greg Dortch. I feel like that's appropriate. I feel like that's good. One wide receiver that we got to look out for, obviously Chris Olave. He's going to be a young wide receiver, but he definitely seems to be having a lot of upside in this year for the Saints. Now, the quarterback that we will be playing is going to be none other than Andy Dalton. So if you were coming into this game saying, oh my God, who are we going to play, right? Is it going to be Jameis Winston? Is it going to be Andy Dalton? It's going to be Andy Dalton. I think they finally made it official that Andy Dalton will be having the leadership role in the quarterback position, or at least QB1 coming into this Thursday night football game. Now, obviously another player to look out for, Alvin Kamara, right? Alvin Kamara is going to be an absolute beast, especially in the backfield, catching out of the backfield, running the ball. And that's kind of where we need to tighten it up. I think our defense is up to the task. It's just really depending on, can our offense get going? Like, can our offense get going? That's the big news out here, right? We've struggled so much this past 2 or 3 games, maybe even all the games in the season, but I'm just going to go ahead and say 2 or 3 games. We've struggled so much in these last games with the offense, just starting off slow, right? Not being able to get touchdowns. I do believe that if the Arizona Cardinals lose this game, it's going to be the fault of the Arizona Cardinals. Exactly what these players are saying, right? They're stuff that they're doing to themselves, right? They're doing it to themselves and they got to fix it. And I don't know right now if DeAndre Hopkins is going to be the guy that's going to be able to spark this offense up and going. I'm only holding on and hoping to this string of hope of DeAndre Hopkins, being able to light this offense back up. If you guys didn't take a look at this video, he ended up posting something on his social media page pertaining to his comeback, and I'm going to play just a small snippet of the clip pertaining to DeAndre Hopkins coming back.
Dion, welcome back to the league. Do your thing, man.
Let's go, Big Newton. Please don't call it a comeback. Don't call it a comeback.
And take a look here. So there's actually maybe about 20 seconds to about 30 seconds more of that video, but it's cut short just because of the situation of obviously copyright reasons. It's got Mama's Gonna Knock You Out song on there. So obviously through YouTube and, trying to copyright your boy over here, we're going to ignore that. But basically you're just seeing him work out, right? Coming back to football shape, coming back to the situation where, hey man, he's ready to go. And that kind of sparked up a lot of people's excitement for the Arizona Cardinals in this game. Now, one big thing that we also want to talk about, especially on the defensive side of the ball for the Saints, is Cam Jordan, right? Cam Jordan is an absolute beast. I haven't looked to take a look at his stats so far of the season that he's had for the 2022 season, but let's take a look at it here together. Veteran guy that's always seems to be kind of around the ball and making a difference. That's definitely a player to kind of look out for their defense because Marshawn Lattimore is already been ruled out. So for 2022, 17 solo tackles, and he's had 3.5 sacks so far. No forced fumbles, anything like that, but 3.5 sacks so far in the 6 weeks of the NFL season so far. So Cam Jordan's going to be the guy that we definitely need to look out for. And not only him, I do believe that they do have some nice young pieces over there, right? They're not superstars, anything like that, but some nice young pieces that are definitely going to try to get this situated for them, because they're 2-5 too, ladies and gentlemen. They're 2-5 too, so their backs are against the wall like ours. So we need to win this game. I'm just gonna sit here and say this right now. We need to win this game. This is going to be a comeback game for the Honey Badger as well. Oh, I completely forgot the Honey Badger. Yeah, he's in the Saints now. The Honey Badger is going to probably do his best to try to make sure that he, changes the course of this game as well. This is going to be a tough matchup. And I don't believe that, like, if we look at these rosters, I don't believe that the Saints are completely superior over the Arizona Cardinals. It's just that the Arizona Cardinals, for some reason, offensively, has not gotten their SHIT together. Like, that's the problem. And we're hoping and praying that DeAndre Hopkins is going to be that guy. But I'm curious to figure out what you guys think. Do you guys think that DeAndre Hopkins is going to be able to cure and heal and light the spark and ignite this offense to get back into the 2021 offense? And I don't mean the end of 2021. I'm talking about the beginning of 2021. Do you guys truly believe that one man can make that difference? Let me know in the comments, because I'm curious. I'm absolutely curious. We got Adrian says, of course, man, D-Hop is D-Hop. Okay. Offense is offensive often. If D-Hop can play O-line, Kyler can get stopped. And that's also a big issue, right? Our offensive line has been pretty bad. I'm not sure if you guys noticed that, but it's been pretty bad. We got somebody say yes. We got a lot more people saying yes. We also for $27 million. I sure hope so. Yeah, that's fair. That's absolutely fair, right? I think we're kind of living in this world where we're hoping, right? I don't think I see too much 110% confidence. I mean, obviously, there's going to be people that have confidence with their team regardless of how the season's going so far, right? Last thing we want to do is be a 2-5 team. Guys, it can't happen. It can't happen. A 2-5 team is completely and utter unacceptable for this Arizona Cardinal team. It's unacceptable, especially because we have the talent on this team. Let me go ahead and get my sign here real quick, because if we do go down 2-5, I promise you, this is going to happen. Give me a second. There we go. This will be posted, and I'm going to the game right now, and I'm going to be going ahead and, having that sign, absolutely proud to say Fire. Things need to change, ladies and gentlemen. It's just a realization here. If the Arizona Cardinals can't get this together, and I don't even want to accept the fact that, like, oh, this is a victory win, like a moral victory win. No, we need a win. We need to win. Like, the days of, oh my God, our offense got a little better, right? Our offense is no, this is week 7. It's already essentially very close to halfway through the season. No more moral victories. It's over. It's squashed. This can no longer happen if they don't win. If they don't win, ladies and gentlemen, this. No more moral victories. We can't go down 2-5 and say, oh, our offense is getting better. No. The Cardinals need to win this game. The division is still open. And I know, like, I'm on another podcast called the NFC West Network, right? And a lot of people, they like to make fun of me, right? Because we're Cardinal fans, right? A lot of bad things happen for the Cardinals. And I told them, like, it's still open. It is. By record, it's still open. We're one game down. That's all we are. With 11 games left, it's still open. And they laughed. They laughed at me. They're like, bro, you got Cliff Kingsbury. Did you see your offense? And I'm like, okay, well, I mean, yeah, you kind of agree with you there, but it's still open. The NFC West is still 100% open for the Arizona Cardinals to take this. The biggest problem that we're running into right now is that we need to finish the job and get these wins. Because I could almost promise you, I know we have some Saints fans in here right now, so I appreciate you guys for being here, by the way. The Saints who don't want to go down 2-5. I don't know if they are considering this season to be a rebuilding mode for them. I mean, it might be, right? I mean, they don't have a quarterback. They're probably looking for a quarterback of the future. So this might be a rebuilding mode for them. But, like, let's be honest. Like, I don't think any Saints fans or any fans want their team to lose. Unless it's like week 13, week 14, and you're probably going to get the number 1 overall spot, then that's completely different. But let's be honest here, ladies and gentlemen. Any team would love to play spoilers. Any team would. We need to be able to hold the accountability of the culture of this Arizona Cardinals, because there's no way and there's no reason for this Arizona Cardinal team to not win this game. On paper, we should win. On paper, we should be winning this game. We have Arizona Cardinals down there says, I never want to lose no matter what. Exactly. And that should be the motivation, right? And like I said, I mean, it's a little different, especially a lot of there's some Cardinal fans that are like, they watch, but like they're not as invested, and that's fine. But like, if they're going for the last, the first overall spot, then I can see where they're coming from, especially if it's like week 13, week 14, 15, something like that, and there's really no hope of the playoffs, and that's absolutely different. But we're living in a world where no more moral victories. I can't accept it anymore. I can't accept it. There's a spot right behind this sign. Actually, I might not be able to because it kind of bleeds through. But I might be able to say and Cliff, right? Just flip it and flip it back over. And Cliff. Changes need to happen, ladies and gentlemen. Changes are going to need to happen if we don't win this game. We can't go down 2-5. We can't. The Saints are going to come out here and try to be spoilers, as they should be. This Cardinal offense needs to get their stuff together, because I'm this close, ladies and gentlemen. I'm this close to basically making videos on Kyler Murray and trying to figure out what the heck's happening to Kyler Murray. Because you're right. I mean, I have been very, very, very lenient on Kyler. Very, right? I blame a lot of stuff on Cliff. I blame a lot of stuff on Kime, not Kyler. It almost kind of feels like, especially to the fans that, don't like Kyler, because there's fans out there that don't like Kyler Murray, right? It's not breaking news. But I'm definitely going to have to, if we don't win this game, there's going to be a sense of accountability that you have never seen before. This needs to be a win for the Arizona Cardinals, point and blank. It needs to be. I do see somebody up here right here say, who would replace Cliff? Well, I mean, it would be Vance Joseph, just as an interim. You're not going to be getting your forever coach. You're not. If you're doing this mid-season, you're not going to be getting your forever coach. It's just not happening. You will be getting an interim coach, and that's probably going to be Vance Joseph. But this game is winnable, and I think that's the big problem that I'm running into right now. This game is absolutely winnable for the Arizona Cardinals. It is. And no disrespect to the Saints out there, right? I'm not saying you guys are trash because you aren't a trash team. You're not. You're not. You're actually a very good team. But what I'm saying is that this is the team right here that the Arizona Cardinals should be taking advantage of. We didn't do it against the Seahawks. The Eagles were so close. The Raiders, we all know how the Raiders came out. The Rams are our dads. The Chiefs just obliterated us. So this is a winnable game for the Arizona Cardinals any given Sunday. I do believe I don't think this is going to be a blowout. I really don't. I think this is going to be a close game, and I think it's going to be decided either by a touchdown or a field goal. I'm just only hoping that it's going to be on our side. Is that new news? I'm seeing somebody on here saying Chris Olave is out as well. Is that right? We got some Saints fans up in here right now. Definitely let me know. Is Chris Olave out as well? I'm trying to do a little bit of research here on my end. No, I think Chris Olave is playing. Right? I think Chris Olave is playing. The only people that were officially ruled out was Michael Thomas and Jarvis Landry for the wide receivers. But I believe Chris Olave should be good. Yes, Jordan, thank you, Jordan. Okay, appreciate you. Yeah, Ian, thank you, Ian, appreciate it. Yeah, I was like, sometimes like I catch myself tripping when I'm looking at these comments. There's so much comments, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate you guys for being here, by the way. Who is going to this game? Who is going to this game? Saints fans, if you're here too and you're going, cool. Let me know. Who's going to Saints versus Cardinals today? That's funny. Susanna says, sadly me. That's funny. Dre, David, Anthony. Ryra says, so is it communist? Says I'm going to. I wish I can go. Nice. It's make it or break it for me. Well, you're not the only one, my guy. David S., you're not the only one. We're all feeling the same way. It just can't happen anymore. It's unacceptable at this very moment. It is. And that's why I'm going to bring my beautiful sign here for the thoughts and prayers and hope that the security guards don't try to ban my sign, because it's honestly something that needs to be said. It needs to be something to be said because honestly, this right here is what we should all be banding together as Arizona Cardinal fans. We should demand better. We deserve better. We deserve better. Especially the Cardinal fans that have been watching the Cardinals for years, since 88. I command you guys. I've been watching since, what's it, 07, 08, because that's when I was in high school. And that's when I kind of gravitated to football. That's when I started watching. But there's people out here that have been watching since the 80s. I command you 100%. Sitting over there in Sun Devil Stadium, burning yourself. Command you. Kudos to you. We have Anthony up here says, I hate to say it, but put a fork in it. Cardinals are done. Well, here's the thing. I'm not going to lie to you. Even if the Cardinals win this game, right? Let's just say the Cardinals win, right? Let's say the Cardinals have a very good game against the against the Saints. You see our record, our schedule after this is the Vikings, the Seahawks, which we should win, but we know how that lands out. We have the Rams that beat us all the time. We have the 49ers and the Chargers and the Patriots. Those are our next 6 games. So even if we do somehow win this game, I'm still not going to come out here and say, oh my God, playoffs are attainable, which technically it is attainable. But man, our schedule doesn't let up. Vikings, Seahawks, the Rams, the 49ers. We got back-to-back division games. And then we got the Chargers and the Patriots. This schedule doesn't let up for us, y'all. It doesn't. It doesn't let up for us one bit. We're going into week 7 right here. This is essentially week. This is kind of like halfway point. Well, not really. I guess the halfway point would probably be week 9. So maybe in a couple weeks. I don't think. I don't know where all the people are getting this much. Not confidence, but this much like relaxedness. No, we need to win this game. We can't go down 2-5, especially with the schedule we have. Especially with the schedule we have, we can't go down 2-5. This is a must win for the Arizona Cardinals. Must win. We got my guy Kyle here says we should be all right with Hopkins back. I hope so. And I know a lot of people are saying that. And I truly want to believe what you're like. I want to believe what you're preaching. I truly do. Bottom of my heart, because I want this offense to start getting going. I want to. I'm one of those guys that don't believe that one person can change the drasticness of how bad our offenses looked. Because if we were in games, it's different, right? You add DeAndre Hopkins, cherry on top of the ice cream. Everything looks great. But the thing is that our offense looks so broken. That's why I don't believe one person's going to fix it. If our offense was going and we're like, hey, man, we look good, right? We look good, but we still need that spark. Then DeAndre Hopkins comes back. But we just look so broken that's kind of where my mindset of is when I'm saying, hey, I don't believe this team is going to be fixable with one player, but I sure hope you're right. I really, really do hope you're right, because we need this W, y'all. We need this W. And so far with what I'm seeing here, I'm seeing a lot of people that are going to this game, and that's pretty cool. I'll tell you what it looks like in the stadium today, ladies and gentlemen. I'll tell you what it looks like in the stadium today, because I'm curious. The 2 times that I've been in the stadium so far, we were overrun by the opponent. Both times that we ended up going. Okay, I'm putting a poll right now. Just FYI, sorry for the silence. I'm putting a poll right now in the chat. So if you want to definitely go ahead and mark it up on the top. Just basically who's going to this game. I want to see if I can get maybe more people to kind of answer that. So definitely go ahead and answer that poll question at the top if you're going to the game, if you're not. So far, I'm seeing about 30% people saying yeah, and that's actually pretty surprising. So that's pretty cool. Is the new Panthers wide receiver playing? Yes, he is playing today, but in limited fashion. So I don't know what that looks like. You're probably going to be maybe looking at a 15, maybe 20% snap count, maybe less than that, just really depending on how Cliff thinks that he should be doing. Let's take a look at the poll right now. We got 39 votes so far. Appreciate you guys. 39 votes so far, and we got 82% says no. Okay. If I didn't live in empty out, yeah, that's fair, man. That's absolutely fair. That's absolutely fair. It's always like that in AZ. You might be right there, Arthur. You might be right. I would by live in dope. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's true. That's true. Is Greg Dortch gonna play? That's a fantastic question, my guy. That's a fantastic question. We all been preaching about Greg Dortch, right? I mean, it's funny because I'm posting these videos out here, right? I'm posting these videos with the thoughts and hopes and prayers that Cliff Kingsbury can really have like a spark in his head and be like, hey, man, we might need to be able to go through this route, because I want Greg Dortch to play. I do. I feel like when he's on the field, our offense is a lot better, right? It's weird. It's a weird concept. It really is. As of right now, I know somebody asked about James Conner. He didn't practice yesterday, and he's still questionable. They're saying that he's a game time decision. But honestly, if I can be completely honest with you about James Conner, I don't know if he's going to play. I think it's going to be most likely a no than yes, personally. Rather a no than yes, personally. All right, let's get to the QA time, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get to the QA time. I want to go and focus on the chat here. I know there's a lot of times that I'm just kind of talking. This is our channel. I like to say this here right now. This is our channel, but let's get this going. I want to focus on the chat. We got 20 minutes. I'm stoked. I know we haven't been a good team, right? But any chance we get an opportunity to watch our Cardinals play, I'm excited about it. Let's get to the Q&A section. If you guys have any questions, put it in the comments below. Now, please keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, that the best way for your question to be answered, or at least kind of where my opinion comes from, Super chat. That's the best way to do it. And the best way, the reason why I say that is because on the chat, it actually is colorful and it actually kind of draws my eyes to it because everybody else is just grayed. And we got 157 people in here right now, 158 now. So we have a lot of people coming through. If you're on Facebook or if you're on Twitter, the best way to communicate, I guess, with it's through YouTube. So just FYI, I know we're streaming live on Facebook. We're also streaming live on Twitter as well. The best way in terms of having a communication, I guess, is going to be through YouTube. So just FYI, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. Fosto come up clutch. We got a new channel member coming up here. Appreciate you for becoming a channel member. Thanks a lot. Appreciate it. We are still giving away game day tickets. By the way, I know I wasn't very on top of it in this month, but come November and December, we are giving away game day tickets. And if you become a channel member, you do have a chance to win those game day tickets. It's 2 tickets, and you're also getting a free parking pass as well. All you need to do is become a channel member, like my guy Fosto here. It starts off at $3.99. If you get that package, your name gets put in the drawing once, and then the second package twice, and the third package 3 times. So just FYI, if you're interested in winning game day tickets, I know it's not the best thing to do, right, to go to this Arizona Cardinal games, but there it is. All right, let's get to the questions here. I got my guy Ian up here. Ian says, if we win in a dramatic fashion, do you think we lay the Cliff to rest? That's a good question. That's a fantastic question. If we win in a dramatic fashion, and I'm assuming you mean like a blowout, I do believe that it would be put to rest for at least a week or two. I do believe it will be put to rest for about a week or two. Keep in mind, Ian, that this whole situation is not stemmed from this one season, right? It's through the seasons of the entirety of the Cardinals organization. Steve Keim has had this job for what, 10 plus years now? Right? 10 plus years, something like that. 2013 to about 10 plus years. A little less, a little more. So the Keim, the fire Keim is because people want new culture. People want consistency. Now, our draft picks this year has actually become a lot better than I thought. We just want to still see them consistently, right? So the hate for Keim is not just based off this year. It's not. It's based off tenure of how long he's been the GM, right? That's what the Keim. Now, for the Cliff Kingsbury situation, I still do believe it's going to be week to week. And keep in mind, if we win in a consistent fashion or like a dominant fashion, also, we got to make sure that the Arizona Cardinals are staying like this consistently, right? It's about consistency. It's not about, oh, we won, right? It's great. People want the Super Bowl. Like that's where it's at. People want the Super Bowl. And to a lot of people's eyes, Cliff isn't going to be the guy to get that. So if we can somehow go on like a 5 or 6 game win streak, then that's a different situation. But if we win here and lose the next one, then the signs are coming back. The people are going to be pissed off. Hopefully that makes sense. Let's get to English Gator with the super chat. Appreciate the contribution. He says, what area are you sitting? I want to look for your guys. I'm gonna be sitting on the 400 section. I know, right? I wish I was at the bottom. So this is my first year being a season ticket holder, and they told me I had to be at the top. So I'm going to be sitting in the 400 section in the away side. So look for it. It's not a very big sign. I'm not going to put it out unless the Arizona Cardinals get completely demolished in this season or this game goes sideways. So yeah, that's where I'll be at. So I'll be towards the top on the away side. Appreciate the contribution. Jason says Keim should have his hands off the draft process. Let him do trades only. That's fair, right? Hey, I mean, why not? That'd be cool. If we can somehow do like dual GMs, like that would be dope, right? Let's get maybe Adrian Wilson to start picking some people with the clause of the fact that we're not looking for, Keim's freaking big board, because we all know, y'all. We all know how that is. We have Dark up here saying, stop Kamara. Cardinals win the game. Ertz should go over 100 yards if he's healthy. Yeah, the whole Kamara situation, I 100% agree. 100% agree. Stop Kamara. Chris Olave is another good wide receiver to look out for too. Like he's young, but he's another good wide receiver to look out for. Kamara probably is going to be their number one person that we need to look out for ourselves. I would say 100% agree with you, but definitely easier said than done because that guy's a beast. He really is. Running up the middle, running on the outside, catching the ball out of the backfield. That guy is their offense, essentially. So I would say definitely easier said than done, but I 100% agree. Stop him and everything else kind of comes up. Pat says Kime brought D-Hop to AZ. Stop it. That was a long time ago, man. That was what, 3 or 4 years ago? Stop living in the past, my guy. That's a long time ago, man. And if you look at the draft picks, I mean, this year they look pretty good, right? They look pretty good this year so far. Trey McBride, right? But the other two young pass rushers, they look pretty good. But if you're still living in the dream or the prayers of the past, Steve Keim brought in D-Hop like 3 years ago now, man. Like we got to keep elevating. Just because he did that big trade doesn't mean he got to stop, right? That doesn't mean he got to stop the mediocrity. Keep elevating it. So I could see where you're coming from, but also keep in mind that I don't believe it was because of Steve Keim had the best package out there. I truly do believe that the Texans wanted to move off from D-Hop. D-Hop didn't want to be there. So any GM could have gotten that job done. I don't think it was Keim doing what he needed to do because we still have David Johnson. If the Texans want David Johnson, any GM would have been put in that situation. And it's the past. That was a long time ago. It's a long time ago. Let's keep elevating like that, though. But I do agree that was a really good W for the Arizona Cardinals. Let's keep looking at these comments here. These comments are flying by. Appreciate you guys for being here, by the way. 152 people in here. Thank you so very much. I appreciate it. Let's keep it looking here. Ooh, these comments, I can't even read these comments. They're going so quick. Or there might be a delay on my end. I am Bear. What's up, I am Bear? I haven't seen you in a while. You see Colin Cowherd now saying Cliff should be on the hot seat after yesterday saying we should trade for... I didn't. No. So you see Colin Cowherd now saying Cliff should be on the hot seat after yesterday saying we should trade. So, okay. So are you saying that like essentially like Colin is just saying some random stuff for Cliff? Well, I mean, we've been saying Cliff should be on the hot seat for a hot second now. It's funny, right? I mean, these big national media have a big voice to them. They really should. I don't know if the Arizona Cardinals are going to find themselves in a situation where they will fire Cliff midway through the season. I still do doubt it. Like, even if we go down 2-5, I don't think it's going to happen. Do I want it to happen? Hell yeah, I want it to happen. Do I think it's going to happen? Probably not. Because there's still a lot of games left. But, I mean, the way that our offenses look, that's the biggest thing, right? Like, that's the biggest thing. Like, our offenses look bad. For an offensive guru to come in, that's kind of where I'm sitting in, right? Where it's like, if you're not doing what you're supposed to be great at, then why are you here? So we'll see. Whoa, wait. He said that the reports came out that Sean Payton is number 1 on our list. If we, wait, what? No, what? Bro, don't get me happy, bro. Don't get me happy. Are you serious? Bro. This is on his show. I got to take a look at that. Because I haven't seen that. But, bro, dude, can we hashtag Sean Payton on the comments below, ladies and gentlemen? Let yourself be heard. Cardinals, please, if you're focusing on what the fans want, hashtag Sean Payton in the comments below. That would be absolutely brilliant if the Arizona Cardinals did something like that. Ooh, this is why I love my subscribers, y'all. I'm not able to see every video out there, but you guys keep me in the loop. You keep me in the loop. That's exactly what I want. Let's freaking go. That would be magical. That would be absolutely magical. Sean Payton in the comments below. Let's spam it up, ladies and gentlemen. That's exactly what we want to see right there. That's exactly what we would love to see. Here we go. Appreciate you. Some reason my comments aren't going through. Let's see here. Yeah, my comments aren't going through. But yeah, I mean, that's what the people want. So we don't get your whole. I mean, that's fair. I mean, what? I see where you're coming from, Kimberly. I'm right there with you, but I mean, like, that's all we got. You know what I mean? It's like us fans, we love to hold on to hope, right? Like, that's what gets us through seasons like this. It does. I agree with you, though. I know, but a lot of good things don't happen for the Arizona Cardinals, so I can see where you're coming from. But like, that's what we have, right? Like, that's what we got. Dang, but imagine Sean Payton here with Kyler Murray. Ooh, let's go. Let's go. And the weapons that we have, let's go. That's all we got. Like, that's all we got at this moment. Especially when seasons don't go well, right? When seasons don't turn out the way that we want, we have the draft, we got free agency, and then we got who the heck is gonna get fired. Like, that's what we got. Like, it's funny, but I mean, you're right. Oh, we got my guy Sensei says, give us picks for Sean. What is going on with Sean Payton? I heard that if he retired for 1 year and he comes back, we don't have to give you picks. Is that not correct? Like, do we still have to give you picks for Sean Payton? I know he's under contract. I know technically he is. Do we still have to give it? I heard that if he retired for a year, we don't have to. Is that not the case? I could be wrong. I'll definitely look into it for sure if that's the case. Frank says, I will not go to a game until we win. That's fair. Oh, God, we're not getting Herman Edwards. RV, put some soap in your mouth, right? We're not getting Herman Edwards. Nope. Yeah, somehow, somewhere, like, in my foggy mind, I could have sworn I heard the fact that if the Arizona, or if the Saints waited a year, or I'm sorry, if Sean Payton waited a year for retirement, and as he did, right? He has that. If he comes back to the NFL, we wouldn't have to do picks for him. That's what I heard. I'm not sure if that's true or not, but I would love to get the take of a Saints fan, because obviously you guys are more in the know of what you have with your team than mine. Sean Payton helped Drew Brees become the player. Yeah, no, I agree with that for sure. And I think that's one of the big things that why we want Sean Payton here, right? It gives us the stable. What is it? Stability? No, it gives us structure. It gives us a Super Bowl winning head coach. Like, that's what that gives us. And just his voice, man, his voice and his just presence screams leadership to me. It does. Now, if Sean Payton can't, like, let's be honest. Can I ask you guys a serious question here? And this is to even the Cardinal or the K1 people out there, right? The ones that don't think K1 could do any wrong. If Sean Payton can't get Kyler Murray to the level that we all think that he could be, and we're still seeing the same mistakes, who do you choose? Kyler Murray, or do you choose Sean Payton? My mind would be completely 100% different, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not going to lie to you. If we are in a world, if we are going to be living in a world where we do get Sean Payton and Kyler Murray can't do anything with Sean for like a year or two, woo, there's going to be a blood in the water for Kyler Murray. Let me just tell you that right now. It'll be blood in the water. Blood in the water for Kyler Murray. There's going to be a lot of people asking for him to not be our quarterback anymore. A lot of people. I think there was something might be wrong with the chat, ladies and gentlemen. For some reason, I feel like it's frozen. Give me 1 second here, everybody. 1 second. Okay, I'm back. Some reason I feel like the chat froze up. If you guys can put some like fire emojis or something in the comments below. I don't feel like the chat is working as much as it should. We got 151 people in here right now. This YouTube is probably freaking out right now. That's probably what it is. It's not doing what it should be doing. Let me see if I can go here. Yeah, I mean, it's working Dang, what's going on with this stream right now? I'm back, y'all. I don't know what the heck is going on right now. Okay, appreciate you guys. For some reason, I feel like the chat froze. Whatever. Okay, cool. We back. We back. No worries. Okay, so let's go back to the poll question here. I ended up making a poll question in the beginning of the stream. I said, who's going to the game? So far, about 22% out of 118 votes are saying that they will go. So about 20% to 30% is the people that are saying that are going to be going to this game. That's fair. That's absolutely fair. I'll let you guys know what this looks like, everybody. I'll let you guys know what this looks like in terms of the situation of, right? Like, are we going to get overrun again? If we're not going to get overrun, I'll let you guys know for sure. We got my guy saying, if we don't win, Cliff's getting fired. Do you guys think that? Like honestly, you guys truly think that? Dang, bro. Like, that's going to be something to cover, y'all. That's going to be something to cover for sure. Luis, what's up, Luis? He says, I'm from Brazil, so that's a no. That's fair. That's fair. He's no DeAndre Hopkins. Very well. Okay, let's see. Connor did not practice. Yeah, I don't think Connor's gonna play. I'm just, like I said, I'm just guessing. I'm speculating here at this moment. Dude, I need to look at this video now. I need to look at this video now from Colin Cowherd. I need to. I appreciate you, Amber, for letting me know. I need to look at this video. So for all 150 people in here right now, we are going to do a live stream tonight. So post game, we're really going to be very happy with each other. We're going to be excited, or we're going to be pissed off. So can we get like a vote of people that are coming later on today? I'm only guesstimating we're going to go live around 9 p.m. Pacific/AZ time. As of right now, who's coming to the post-game show? Let me know in the comments below, because that's right there where it gets real interesting, ladies and gentlemen. That right there is where it gets very, very interesting on my channel, these post-game shows. Who's coming through? Let me know in the comments below. We are going to go live around 9 p.m. AZ time because I'm going to the game. So I need to rush back home, which I'm probably about, 30 minutes, 20, 30 minutes away, depending on traffic, to come home, get my live stream going. Then we're going to be talking about this Cardinals versus Saints game. There you go. Let's go. We got Evan, we got Mike, Peter, Classy, Fire, Kime, Bass up in here, Fastos, Raf. What's up, CB? Let's go. Appreciate you guys appreciate the support. But yes, we're going live again. Yeah, we're going live again at 9. We got Nathan saying, is Hopkins playing today? Yes, he is playing today. Let's see here. Appreciate you guys for coming through. Robert, let's go. Let's go. Thank you. Thank you guys. I am Bear coming through. Let's go. Appreciate you. Okay. So it's coming close to 1 p.m. AZ time / Pacific time right here in Arizona. I'm going to be leaving my house probably around 3 to get there. Maybe a little later, just depending. I know this game starts at 5:15, but I will do my best, ladies and gentlemen. Luis, this honestly doesn't sound like a bad idea. I told you guys there won't be a post-game reaction, but I kid you not, if I'm that pissed off, I probably will do it from the parking lot. I kid you not. I probably might do it from the parking lot if I'm that pissed off. No lies, man. So definitely TBD. I'll let you guys know how this comes out for sure. But post-game show for sure around 9 p.m. AZ time. So definitely come through for sure. All right. Appreciate you guys. We are coming close to our hour mark as of right now. Has Connor really been rolled out? Let me just double check real quick. I want to make sure that everybody's fully aware and giving the most accurate information that we possibly can. And I do believe at this very moment, I'm not seeing anything about Connor. Let me look at my fantasy because I have him in my fantasy too. Let's take a look here. I got you guys. 1 second. Connor's still listed as questionable, at least on my fantasy. And that was on Wednesday. Wednesday, he didn't practice, but it doesn't look good for Connor. I'm not going to lie to you, everybody. It doesn't look good, very good at all for Connor. We'll see. He didn't practice. You're 100% right. Yeah, he's a game time decision, but it doesn't look good if I'm going to be completely honest with you. Okay, let's do this. I will be seeing you guys later. And like I said, if I'm pissed off enough at the end of this game, I probably will do a game day reaction and then come home to do the post game. So just FYI, just keeping you guys in the loop and what's going on in my head right now. Thank you guys so very much for coming through. We had 160, 170 people in here right now. Fire emoji it up in the comments below. I appreciate you guys for coming through. This has been an absolute pleasure speaking to everybody. Have a great rest of your day. Go Cardinals. And I hope we can get our 3rd win of the season because we absolutely need it. All right, everybody. Have a great rest of your day. We will be ending shop here as of right now. Thank you so very much. See you guys later on today. Have a great rest of your day. And as always, go Cards.